Hey guys, welcome back to Around the Campfire with AmeriCamp, the ultimate summer camp podcast. Today we are going to be talking about prepping for camp.
Woo!
I'm Caitlin, the marketing executive for AmeriCamp. I'm here with
Zara, one of the application coordinators for AmeriCamp. You've probably heard us before.
Yes.
We love a podcast.
And we are going to camp very, very shortly, as in a matter of days for Zara and a matter of weeks for me. So we're just going to be talking about prepping for camp, what that entails, what you need to take with you to the airport, packing, things like that.
How long is it till you go to camp now? How many days? How many
As
minutes?
of recording, it was 3 weeks on Saturday, so
Wow.
2 and a bit weeks. Which is great.
I'm into single fingers now.
Stop.
I'm on 9 days.
Stop.
It's crazy.
How are you
I'm
feeling?
I'm getting a bit stressed.
Are you prepared?
So I thought I was, but I don't know, this weekend kind of went by and I was like, wait, I've got 1 weekend left to pack, and then I realised I'm doing stuff next weekend, so I was like, oh, when do I do that? But it'll get done.
Have you started packing at all?
Yeah.
What have you packed so far?
I've packed my socks because I bought a load of new socks.
Okay. What socks? Break them down.
They're all just classic white socks. But
White?
Yeah, because you can't write your name on black socks.
That is true, but they'll get dirty.
They will, but I just found that.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, people are like, oh, I'll get grey ones, but then I don't know, if I've never had grey socks and I don't want to get sweaty feet and them go gross.
I just get black ones, but that is so valid that I can't write my name in them. So if
See?
they go missing, they're gone.
Like, how are you going to be like, that's my black sock, when there's 12 different black socks that none of them have names on? Do you know what I mean?
I already bought them.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm going to take some black ones with me, but I'm going to go majority white. I've got train liners, then the ankle more so ones that go a bit, and then crew socks, and I write on the inside my name. But yeah, packed all of that. My swimsuits, packed them because I'm not going to go swimming, let's be real. Anything that I don't need to use between now and going, I've packed.
Yeah.
And I bought a load of toiletries recently because I don't want to buy them over there, and I'm trying to fill up my suitcase as much as possible with stuff that I'm not going to bring back with me, so that I have room to bring stuff back. Because I have a ridiculously sized cardboard box at camp that is full of stuff that I need to bring home, and I have no clue how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm actually micro packing this year.
I love that. So with the toiletries, you're very special. You're so unique because most people just buy them there.
Yeah.
Like me, for example, I'm just taking hand luggage for my trip.
You're crazy.
So I'll only have a few things that I'll have to put in a plastic bag, and I'm just going to buy everything there. So I'm just the complete opposite. But I've packed, not fully, but I've packed quite a bit. I packed genuinely about 6 weeks ago because I love it so much. I love packing.
I do love packing.
So I'm the same. I've packed loads of socks and just loads of shorts because the weather's not been great here.
Yeah, you don't really need to wear them now.
But maybe it will be, so maybe I'll have to take them out. And then just camera, a digital camera and things like that, stuff that I won't use.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for the few days leading up when I can just put everything in there.
Yeah. I can't wait so I go next week, so I can't wait for this weekend, and I do my pre-camp wash of clothes. So all the t-shirts that I know I'm gonna wear, so I can't pack them, I'm gonna do the full thing. I'll probably even iron them, even though they're gonna be folded at camp all summer. I'm gonna go all out and then pack it all in. I've got new packing cubes as well, so I'm so buzzing to use them.
Love.
But yeah, I've worked out where everything's going pretty much. I just need to actually put it in there. I've made 4 lists though of what I need to pack. I have a clothing list, and I literally have written out every different t-shirt I'm taking with me, not just t-shirts times 5. I've written down
the
Colorado
specific t-shirt.
print t-shirt.
Oh my god.
Plain white Primark t-shirt, black plain t-shirt. I've got it all written out. And then my toiletry list, my miscellaneous one, my electronics one. Because otherwise I will forget something, and they're all just working lists.
Yeah. Well, what do you think is one thing that you need to pack that most people don't think about?
I thought about something earlier that I needed to do, and it was my iPod that I've had going the past few years, because some camps you're allowed your phone, as we've spoken about. Mine you're not. But I like to take a little iPod with me.
Yeah.
Just for in the evenings, sometimes you just need quiet time where you can just chill, and I'm very much a music person, so I need to turn that on and re-download all my Spotify songs before I go, because otherwise trying to do it on the camp Wi-Fi, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. I'm also trying to decide what books to take with me at the moment because, as you know, I've bought many books recently and I can't take like 8 books with me because I don't have room for that. So I'm trying to work out which ones are going to be the most beneficial to take.
I mean, that's why I got a Kindle, so I don't have to have loads of books, because I'm in my reading era, guys.
Yeah.
I'm reading books, and yeah. So I bought a Kindle, and I'm just excited to take that with me, especially if you're on like OD, and you have to sit. If you don't know what OD is, it's like on duty, so you have to sit and like look after the kids while the other staff are like off for the evening, and you just, a lot of the time, my experience anyway, you just have to sit on the porch and just like sit outside and just wait for someone to come back. You know what I think is an essential, which absolutely saved me last year? You can't really pack this, but get it when you go to Walmart, is a little mini fan.
Yes.
Like I had it was like a $12 fan from Walmart, and it like clipped onto the bed. So even though it wasn't that hot that summer, I had the fan on all the time because it was just nice. So definitely get one of them.
It gets like stuffy as well. Like, even though it might not be like a super warm sunny summer, but it gets muggy. Like, I don't know, up in like the mountains, it's odd. I got one off like Amazon, and it had, you know, like the like gorilla pods with the legs. It had that, so I like wrapped it around the side of my bunk, and then it had like 3 different settings that I could put on. It was great.
Yeah, because you're not gonna have air conditioning.
I think as well. Some camps do, to be fair, but it's very unlikely. If you are an avid reader, a reading light, because like, and all the kids will have these as well, because you're like, okay, lights out, and then it's just like torch time, and every single bed will have either like a flashlight or a reading light or something there. But it gets very dark, so definitely take a reading light.
In terms of packing, I would think take some warm clothes, but not like a crazy amount. Like take a hoodie or 2 and like jogging bottoms, because like at night it can get cold, and those first few weeks, especially if it's like the start of June, it's not fully warm yet. So definitely something like that. My
first summer, I went like towards the back end of June, and the first week, that week of orientation, we were all literally getting dressed to go to bed. It was so cold.
Yeah.
Last year wasn't as bad, but yeah, I'm taking this year. I've got 1 pair of joggers over there. I'm taking a pair with me that I'm going to wear on the flight, and then like a zip-up hoodie and a fleece, and then I've got like sweatshirts that are over there as well. Yeah, just like a couple warm layers. And half the time I like switched with my friends as well, so we'd be wearing like different stuff all the time, but it's just because you just like, I don't know, like in a
you just
uni
acquire
house,
things.
you just,
like when in my first summer, for some reason, there was just loads of like bar mitzvah hoodies around camp. So like the hoodies that all the kids would get when they have a bar mitzvah or a bat mitzvah. So I ended up just acquiring like 3 different bar mitzvah hoodies. I've just like, it's like Zach's bar mitzvah. So you just acquire things. You acquire camp merch, and you'll acquire clothing.
You will get so much stuff.
Which is great.
It's also, part of the reason why I'm trying to underpack so much this year. Obviously, I've got so much stuff that I've acquired. I know I'm going to acquire way more stuff. And the Goodwills and the Salvation Armies, I'm obsessed with them. So I want to try and I'm genuinely packing like 5 or 6 t-shirts, I think, because I want to go buy a load when I'm there.
I mean, even with t-shirts, you don't need that many, because you'd be wearing staff shirts.
Yeah.
Like all the time.
Evening.
Yeah.
Literally. It's not needed at all.
I think a lot of people do overpack their first summer, and I did. And a lot of the stuff you think you need, you definitely don't. And I've got it to the point now where I just need the hand luggage, because I know what I need, because it's my 3rd summer doing AmeriCamp. You definitely don't need as much as you think you do.
I still can't believe that you can do it in just hand luggage.
I'm
taking the most luggage this year that I've ever taken, but it is going to be empty. I'm forcing myself for it to be empty. It should be fine.
You'll be fine. You'll figure it out. So in terms of documents, which is everybody's favourite thing,
my favourite topic.
Do you just want to run through what people will need at the border and at camp in general? Yeah,
for sure. So we kind of say the best thing with that is to pretty much any document that you have submitted during your application, or that you've like had sent to you or anything, just pretty much put it all in a folder and take everything with you, because you never know what you'll need. In terms of like actually being at the going over to the border, they're going to obviously ask you for your passport when you first get into America, and definitely your DS 2019 as well. They'll need to stamp both of those for you to get into the country. Other things that they potentially could ask for at the border is things like proof of return, your camp contract to kind of like prove that that is your job that's stated like on the visa, and your SEVIS receipt. Other things that we always say to take with you as well though is your DBS, your health form, and your proof of insurance as well, your like travel insurance. But yeah, sometimes you can have visits from like the State Department at camp. I know last year my camp had a visit and they did ask to see some of the international counsellor's documents. So you might just be a random name on a piece of paper and they go, okay, that international counsellor, we want to make sure that they've are cleared to work with kids, DBS. They like have got all of the correct visa documents. They're going to be going home afterwards and just everything. So better to be safe than sorry and just take it all with you. We also say obviously take it in your hand luggage because you don't know what they're going to kind of ask for at the border, and you don't want to be stood there, especially the DS-2019 in your passport obviously, but you don't want to be stood there going, oh, it's in my bag that is past that door that you're not going to let me pass unless you see the document. Be super extra prepared.
Yeah.
Get a nice little plastic wallet.
Literally just take everything. That's what I'm doing, just to be extra careful. Like, you might not need everything, but you might.
Yeah.
And even with like having the camp contract, they'll have your address, the camp's address on the contract, and like say,
and like their number as well.
Yeah, because they might ask, where are you staying? Like, what's the address of the camp? Anything like that. But you also might just need it to figure out how to get to camp.
Yeah.
As well, just
definitely.
in case. So just have everything. I got it's like a nice little wallet thing from Home Bargains. It was like 79p or something, and it's just for travel documents.
Yeah.
And you can just literally just put it all in there, just zip it up, and it just keeps it all in one place. And I would literally just take it with me the whole time.
I've even got like, I was packing my documents, all like making sure that I had everything. Obviously I'm going to triple check that before I go, but I was just putting it all in one place the other day. And as a second year last year, they you have to do 2 specific background checks to work in Pennsylvania as a returner. I don't know the whole ins and outs of it, but like I have 2 different certificates that I got whilst at camp last year that weren't anything to do with like the AmeriCamp documents that I'm just taking with me because I don't really know what they are, to be fair, but they look kind of important.
Not document wise, but another thing that I do need to sort before I go away, which I think a lot of people will be in the same situation, as a SIM card. Because I don't know why or what happened, but my UK like network providers used to allow for like roaming for free, like I did.
It's the EU.
Yeah, and then for some reason they were just like, no, you're gonna have to pay now. So last year I used Mint Mobile, which was great. It was like $45 for the whole summer, which is what, like £40.
Such a steal.
And it uses like a really good network, so I had service the whole time. Obviously you're at camp, so service isn't amazing, but I had connection.
You like go on the website and put your like camp address in, don't you? And they say kind of what the service is like around there.
And it's an eSIM as well, so you don't need to even have a SIM card. Yeah.
And then have to like worry about changing the right SIM out, and then like looking after your SIM for when you get back home, because it's all in there straight away.
Yeah. And you have an American number as well.
Yeah.
Which is good. Not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor us, let us know.
Yeah, it's Ryan Reynolds' company.
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Ooh, we could go down to one of the Wrexham games.
So if Ryan Reynolds wants to sponsor us, and or Wrexham Football Club, that would be great.
We'd be okay with that. We could give you some merch, you could give us some merch. I'm up for it. Let's get in contact.
But yeah, what else do you need to prep?
I would always say write out a packing list.
Yeah.
Like, you get the packing list from us, you get the packing list from camp, but you know yourself what you're going to need for 2 or 3 months away.
Yeah.
So while you can use that as a baseline, make sure that you write a list, because you will forget something.
But also pack and then take it all out and then half it and then pack it again.
Yeah.
Because you've packed way too much.
I've done that both years. I've repacked my suitcase at like 2 a.m, the night before I fly each year, and then taken a load of stuff out and be like, that was useless, don't need that. Oh, travel adapter. I took the wrong one with me last year.
Did you take the Europe one?
I took the Europe one, and I got there and I'm trying to plug it in. I'm trying to like ram it into the wall, and nothing. I was like, what is going on? Looked at it, looked at the plug, and went, this is the complete wrong plug. So, but now I have like an actual American plug that just has the USB-C thing on it. So I don't even need to take my British plug with me. But yeah, I saw a TikTok the other day, and someone was saying that they were taking wired headphones for on the plane over there. And I was like, fair play, I guess, because obviously the ones that they give you on a plane, sometimes you have to pay for them.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're awful quality. So some people were saying to take them. I don't know if that's the biggest necessity, because I'm planning on sleeping the whole flight. But
I can't do that.
You can't sleep
No,
flight. Really?
I can't sleep on a flight.
Mine's a red eye, so I have to.
I can't do it. The only way that I could do it is if I lay down. If it was like an empty row, and I could lay down across like 3 or 4 seats, and then I would fall asleep. But if I'm sat up, I am not sleeping.
Me and my friend, when we came back in first year, we had a whole row to ourselves, so we like spooned on the seats, and like had a great sleep on the way home. It was amazing.
Love.
Something that I am trying to get people to do as well. I'm really intrigued to see people's in-flight meals going over there, because we were having a conversation the other day, and some people were saying they don't trust the meat on planes, to which I said, are an airline going to want to give you food poisoning and you then block up their plane toilet? Because there's limited toilet facilities on a plane.
It's true.
So they're going to want to make sure that it tastes good enough for it to not make you ill, you know? Yeah. So, and I said that all my in-flight meals that I've had there and back have always been good. So if anybody that is listening to this that is going to camp this summer wants to take a photo of their in-flight meal, you can either send it to us or you can tag us in your story on Instagram. I will be checking through all of them because it's my little venture this summer.
Yes, please do.
Tag
It's so interesting.
meals.
I've never had a bad issue really with in-flight meals.
No.
I trust the airline, whether I
trust them.
Yeah.
They're flying me over a sea. I trust them enough to do that. I trust them enough to feed me as well, you know?
Also, if you are like getting ready for camp now and it's like your first summer, like just know that your expectations will be...
They'll be met and exceeded.
Yeah,
honestly.
like your expectations that you have now if you're going to camp for the first time will be one thing, but then you'll get there and it'll be completely different, but in the best way.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing really to prepare yourself for the actual experience, but you could listen to the podcast and hear what other people's experience has been like. There's been a few different camps represented on the podcast as well, so if you are just curious as to like what a day in the life is like, or like what the special events are and things like that, you can go through the podcast and just see and just try and get ready, because it's just genuinely the best thing.
What are your... I mean, obviously we're returners, so it's a bit different, but what are we feeling at the moment? How are you feeling with the fact that it's coming up? I know pretty much every day me and Caitlin will text each other being like, only this many days. Like when we were both under a month till we left.
Yeah.
We went a bit psycho about it, but...
I'm so ready. It's literally gonna be... I just love camp so much.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be the best thing. And I know we've spoken about this before, but obviously being in a returner, doing the experience again is just so special because you understand it.
Yeah.
And then you can see it in a different light as well. So I'm just like... I'm just
know
so
how...
excited. And even things like packing and like buying an eSIM, like as boring as it sounds, I just love it.
You get little butterflies doing things like that.
Yeah.
Honestly. I've been so, and I am still so buzzing to go. Like I can't wait for it. But I don't know what it was, but like this weekend, I think to be fair, me and my friend that both have been to camp together and are going back to camp together, we saw our like home friends this weekend. And then we realised that it's going to be like the last time that we see them until like September.
Oh.
And so we had our like big kind of hugs and goodbyes and said, you know, have a good summer, I guess. Like hopefully I'll speak to you on one of my days off. But I think it then really hit me that I was actually going very soon. And I don't know, I got sort of like nervous butterflies, if anything, this weekend. So I'm just trying to calm myself down and be like, you've literally done it twice before, you're fine.
It's not like a bad nervous, like it's excitement.
It's an excitement nervous for sure, but I just can't wait to see everyone. Like my girls have been messaging me, you know, talking about how excited they are to be back on camp. Like I've been talking to a load of returners. My friend got to camp yesterday actually. She's there for pre-camp. And I said, I'm going to be living vicariously through you for the next week and a half until I'm there.
That's so soon.
Literally, like she's moved into a bunk now. She's like, it was raining. She went to the Walmart in town, was like, look where I am. I was like, stop it. And less than 2 weeks I will be there. How crazy is that? I would say in terms of prep for going, get sleep in now. Like that's what my priority is at the moment. I'm trying to sleep as much as possible. I want to be as rested and nourished as possible. I'm eating as many vegetables as I can. Like I saw a TikTok from one of our like influencers the other day that was like cherishing the little British things I can until I go away for 3 or 4 months. So yeah, you know, have your like favorite home cooked meal, spend time with your mates, and you know, your family, do the little things that you enjoy doing while you're here for a bit.
Yeah.
Just chill out, because you're about to have the most chaotic, fun, like, emotional experience ever.
Also, maybe get a haircut. Like, I know this sounds so random, but you're going to be away for at least 8 weeks. Your hair is going to grow so fast, and you might not have the opportunity to get a haircut. Maybe on a day off, if you go to, like, a strip mall, you might be able to get a haircut from, like, Walmart Great Clips.
But would you trust them to do that? If you don't trust anyone but your hairdresser / barber, then...
Get a haircut, yeah.
Get a haircut now while you're ahead.
Something you don't really think about.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I need to have a haircut, because last year I had a haircut midway through from this random mall, and it was like $20 or whatever, but I was like, I could have just had a haircut before I came.
Yeah.
Something you don't really think about.
My friend cut my hair the night before I left, and I was like, don't mess this up, because I can't do anything to fix it.
Oh my god, yeah, my friend cut my hair first year. I completely forgot about that. We were on a day off, and she just cut my hair with kitchen scissors in the backyard of someone's house.
Oh damn.
So maybe if you don't want that to happen, like if you really care about your hair,
book an appointment then.
Book an appointment, or shave it off.
Yeah. Maybe don't. You might have a cold head. We were just talking about how cold it gets at camp.
That is true. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. We hope you feel 0.1% more prepared, and yeah, we hope you have the best summer ever.
If anyone does have any questions about what we're doing in the lead up, or what they should be doing in the lead up, reach out, and we can always help out. And
send us your in-flight meals, please.
Yes, please do. Tag us in them. I would really like to see them. Maybe we can do a rating video, rating our... if you want to be featured on the TikTok, send us your in-flight meals. You can give us a bit of info of what it is if you want, or you can just send a photo and I'll deduce what I can. We're going to make a TikTok rating our counsellors' in-flight meals while they're going over to America. Yeah, if you want to be featured, let me know. Send me a photo of it and you'll be in there. And keep us updated with your summer. Let us know how it goes, and we know you're going to have the best time. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, and see you around. Bye. Bye. Bye.